Alrighty, round numero two. Round numero two. What is this? What is this hand? What is this hand? Will this hand take me to the promised land? So I could go flooded strand into volcanic or island, just island, and then ponder, and then predict. I mean, I guess we'll keep it. We're just gonna lose to any sort of combo deck since we have terminus, engineered explosives. Yeah, that seems fine. But not good. Fine, but not good. Yeah, we'll get island to play around wasteland. And then hope... actually, this is pretty bad if we have to shuffle the ponder as well. We don't have to shuffle the ponder. But we didn't find like a brainstorm, which would have been much better with our termini. So we'll keep island to name with predict. Since we have tundra, we'll draw a scalding tarn and ponder in that order. All right. Success. Alright, verdant catacombs is a catacombs is a good start for us because our hand is good against this, I would say. Alright, so we're gonna predict away our island is the plan. Is there any reason we could do it now, I guess. I don't want him to like daze me or something ridiculous. Alright, so swords is good, counterbalance is fine, explosives is good. These terminuses are not so good right now, but they could be if we get a brainstorm. Alright, so what is this color combination? Abzan, you say? With red. Red. Abzan. Alright, so night. Nighty night. Nightiest of nights. Okay, so we're gonna swords the night. Probably. And... like, we could play counterbalance, but that doesn't really accomplish that much. So we'll start by pondering. Okay, that's all good. Like, Jace can finally set up our terminuses. So, yeah. Draw the top first, since it seems most valuable at this point, although we're not sacking this really. Alright, so that gone. Explosives, if he plays another 1-drop, would be amazing. And Jace can set up our terminuses as soon as next turn. That's right. Getting jiggy with it. 4-drop. In Legacy? Okay. Here comes the sun. Alright, what am I afraid of for Knight of the Reliquary? Like, am I just bouncing this? Yeah, bouncing the knight actually seems great because it allows me to Jace next turn, and then I can top Terminus if you replace the knight. So, and I'll just get max Tundras here. Bouncing the knight seems real strong. If he has a way to kill the Jace somehow, then he's kind of back in it. If he doesn't, though, it's just G to the G. G to the G. Alright. Keeps eating our lands. Alright, Sylvan. Sure. Crackalakin. Alright. Alright, so still not, like, neither of these are legendary. So think things through. I mean, we're definitely brainstorming here. We're not just gonna bounce the knight again. So probably just start off with that. Alright, predict. Not too shabby. So put both terminuses on top. And play actual top. And then I don't think this is too scary. So I'm just going to terminus on upkeep. And might as well counterbalance since there's actually not that much else we can do with our mana. Alright, so before any shenanigans happen with Sylvan Library, go ahead and terminus. Yes. Fair and balanced. Alright, so what can he do with this knight? What can he do with this knight? Abrupt decay is quite alright. I mean, we're past the point where abrupt decay matters on counterbalance. Sure. Alright, that does not seem exciting. Cast for a miracle. Alright, I guess I didn't really consider engineered explosives with counterbalance if we wanted to blow up a Sylvan Library, but our opponent took care of that for us anyways. Didn't pay any life, must have been crap. Because life total is not a big deal right now when you're facing Jace, son. When you're facing Jace, son. What the heck is this thing? That is a strange picture. Alright, red and blue. Fire nice. Cool. Cool. It's cool. It's cool. So we have Terminus on top. We kind of want to keep it that way. So let's just blow up Sylvan Library. Oh wait. Plus I get Jace. Sure. Seems fair that I still have a Planeswalker in play. I'll just do this for now, since we already have everything we've ever wanted. Abrupt decay, not important. Sure. And yeah, just play this. If he wants to abrupt decay it, that's fine. I think we have him basically locked out of the game though with, I mean, look at our hand. Keep. Toppest of tops. Alright. We'll just start fate sealing him out of the game. Mother of Runes. Yes. I'm not sure if there's like something we should be afraid of. But Mother of Runes seems approximately as bad as anything. Unless there was like punishing fire or something. Alright, so if our opponent has Dryad Arbor, whatever, we have Swords to Plowshares, so we won't be taking any sort of hits. Didn't even shuffle. No respect. No respect. Alright. Pretty much your basic miracles. Pretty much your basic miracles. Alright, we put that on top, expecting him to shuffle this time. Or just not caring. That doesn't matter as well. Alright. Dryad Arbor in hand, I guess. Sure. Swords it up. Alright, he's banking on the Jace misclicks. I guess we should have put that. It was correct to not put that on the bottom, considering we have an answer to it, and we're about to ult Jace. Yes. And by answer to it, I mean 50 answers to it. Alright. Swords. No. Why would I ever want to retreat? He's gonna concede now, otherwise we get to see his entire deck. Whoops. A little bit too slow there. Alright. That's the point where you concede, in case anyone was wondering. If you wanted to play it out to either waste my time or see if I make a mistake, that's the point where you concede, is when you show your entire deck. Ooh, Gaddock. Okay, Thalia. So just a bunch of duders. Wasteland is expected, of course, with Knight of the Reliquary. Cradle, interesting. Very interesting. Much of interest. Okay, so tons of wastelands, four wastelands. Alright, so this actually counters Green Sun Zenith quite nicely. So what don't we want? Probably not predict on the draw when we're facing down like Thalia's and such. Could I even shave a counterbalance, assuming our opponent keeps in Abrupt Decay? I mean, Spell Pierce isn't. Spell Pierce is fine, probably. It stops Green Sun Zenith and can hit Sylvan Library. This can also hit Sylvan Library, so it's probably worth it. Since Sylvan Library does seem like an issue. Maybe shave and retreat as well. I'm fine playing for this super long game. This also hits swords as well, which is quite nice. Alright, seems good. I guess 2 Spell Pierces is maybe too much. Try out to predict. I mean, Blood Moon wouldn't be terrible since we're going to be searching at basics anyways. This seems fine though. Alright, Force, Swords. Yep. Sign me up. Issue would be as if he wastelands us and we don't find a land in our ponders. Alright, Deathrite will just swords, since it means we play a basic as well to start off with. Yep, stick to the plan, I say. So Explosives is going to be able to hit Sylvan Library as well. Alright, there is Wasteland. So are we forcing that? Probably. I mean, our opponent just played Wasteland as their second land, which means they probably don't have other options. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. Alright, kind of wish I didn't now that I drew that. And this would be good if it hit more lands. Ooh, that's actually perfect. I'm kind of really happy we have predict. Alright, so we'll draw predict, be able to name ponder. I mean, which we don't really want to mill away, but it's fine. So, presumably, our opponent wastelanding this Tundra isn't even that great for them, because they should also be constrained on mana, unless they have more wastelands. Or just drew a land, of course. Or just sequence things strangely. Alright, Sword of Light and Shadow. What is this one? Okay, white and black. Fancy swords. Fancy swords. Okay, that's actually kind of an issue. So explosive in the hierarch leaves our opponent with 3 mana. Yeah, I think we just have to, otherwise we're definitely gonna take a sword hit, which I would sort of like to prevent. And drawing Ponder is actually fine for setting up another predict. The issue is that Stoneforge Mystic is an issue. The issue is Stoneforge Mystic is an issue. So hopefully we draw a solution to that. He also is going to get to wasteland us. Probably my mistake was forcing the Thalia. Nah, actually that kind of worked out fine for us. So presumably our opponent's turn is like wasteland us, put in sword end of turn, and then try and hit us with sword, which of course is terrible if we have swords, our own swords, a different kind of swords. This plow, the type that converts swords to plowshares. Because then he wouldn't, basically these 2 lands would be gonzo. Scrib Ranger. Okay, that's actually pretty good. So you can untap, return this, replay this, then put in sword. So explosives is looking mighty fine. Untap target creature. So opponent couldn't use Wasteland this turn as well as getting the sword in, I guess. Wait, that isn't right. That doesn't allow for... Oh, yeah. Of course that's right. Untap creature. The untap a creature part. Don't know why they're doing this now. Okay, because of Pithy Needle. Pithy Needle on Sensei's Divine Top. They never expect the second explosives. Alright, so we have Ponder on top. So we'll draw this. Ideally we hit a land. He gets back Thalia. We hit another land. We can explosives for 2, blow up all his creatures. kind of our plan. Or just draw swords to plowshares. It's also kind of a plan. I mean, now we can swords and hit a land. So we draw swords, get rid of Flooded Strand with Predict, play Tundra. Seems good. Oh, this is... I should have kept Flooded Strand, because now he can wasteland me. Flooded Grove Strand. Alright, cool. I actually drew Arid Mesa, so that's perfect, because now I can play this and he can't main face disrupt my land. Alright. I don't even have to, so it's this turn actually. If he equips and gets back Thalia, like that doesn't even accomplish anything if I just blow everything up with engineered explosives anyways. Okay. Alright. Well, now the plan is in full effect because he just did that. The plan actually has to happen this way now. Should have wastelanded though. Probably. Alright. Gets back Noble. Okay. So we could explosives away all his creatures or the sword. We're actually low enough that we have to do the creatures, I think. Alright. We're getting close to hard casting and treat too. Alright, so we're gonna pay X is currently 1, but we are casting it with 2 colors, so we still get Sunburst. Is a nifty little trick that we're paying for Thalia, but we're still juicing it with 2 types of mana. Alright. Cast with 2 colors, X equals 1. Mind blown, or exploded in this case. So we'll just do that now. Alright, so actually Entreat isn't good against Sword of Light and Shadow because it has pro white. So we're actually still in trouble from the sword, but alright, we have to do this now. Alright, so draw something good. Draw something good that isn't Sensei's Divining Top. That's pretty much the best thing that isn't Sensei's Divine Top. Okay. Alright, I guess I'm just Fate Sealing. The problem is, creatures, we don't want him to draw creatures at this point. But I think I'll start with a Fate Seal. Actually, I should have brainstormed because I haven't treated the angels. Okay, that wasn't the greatest move. Opponent says this feels like a tough matchup for you. For me, yes, it is. Alright, so, damn it. Okay, this is fine though. We're just gonna keep the plan. Keep the plan. Keep the plan. Alright, so, and by keep the plan, I mean completely change the plan. Okay, we drew Werther. We drew Werther. Alright, I was gonna say it didn't matter that he blew up Volcanic Island, but that is not true. So it can shuffle away brainstorms. Or we could just entreat. Alright, let's just do this. Seems fine. When we have Jace and a bunch of 4/4s. Alright, so we're at 12. That doesn't do anything good. Nah. Okay, cool. Do this. Do this. Next turn we can entreat. I guess we could have entreated for 4 this turn, but then I wouldn't have got Monastery Mentor value. Which is clearly important. Alright, Sensei's Divine Top also doesn't work, so we couldn't have done that at all. So this was fine. Okay. Pretty big boy, actually. So we'll probably do something about that. Castle. Alright. I could try returning it, but that just taps Mother of Runes. So let's draw. I mean, we have Terminus as a reset button here. Maybe I should have just Terminus the Mother of Runes to start off with. Friggin' Mother of Runes. Alright. So we're still kind of afraid of dying. Because if this was a 12-12, we would just be dead. So... oh my god. Alright, just killing Jace. So I mean, in theory, we just kill him before he kills us. Depending on what this is. Green Sun? So our opponent actually drew pretty well to keep them in the game. We should have played tighter. Alright, is this the Teague? The Teague Meister. Scoots. Okay. Alright, so we're not going to cast this because we are not going to die. I mean, our opponent can only give one of these protection. Alright. Council's Judgment is pretty dang good right about now. Do we have a lethal this turn actually if we spell pierce our own thing? Alright, let's count. 8, 16 plus 4, 20 plus, yeah, so we just have lethal. It appears, unless I'm missing something, which could be a thing. Counter target non-creature spell, unless its controller pays mana. Alright. Opponent already saying GG. Oh man. Missed style. Alright, yeah, he was just super dead anyways. But missed style points. Thanks, opponent, for conceding.